What up? What up? What up? What's good, IG? What's good? What's good? What's good? Excited to build it with you guys, man. Every Friday, this is going to be happening live. Every Friday, this is going to be happening live where we come on, go live and just share. And we're just going to share on myself, yo. Here we go. I'm back. Let me know if you can hear me now. This was acting weird for a second. Yo, Chris, what's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hope all is well, man. All right, yo, listen, today I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly, like, all this new stuff in which I've been learning. I'm just going to give you guys some sauce, some game. Happy Free Game Friday. Let's build, let's go, let's collaborate. And one of the main things in which I'm going to be touching on is literally how to turn your bad credit into cash, yo. How to turn your bad credit into cash. So we're going to tap in as everyone taps in and builds. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? And in turning bad credit into cash, yo, listen, I'm telling you guys, like, this whole journey has been absolutely amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Never stop learning, never stop growing in whatever avenue in which you are in. Never stop, okay? Never stop. Because there's so much to learn inside of everything. Inside of it all, there's so much to learn. All right, so turning bad credit into cash, what does that look like? Yo, I'm going to give you guys some sauce, and then when you guys go run the play, I want you to circle right back. All right, so if you got bad credit right now, and you want me to help you turn that into cash, you just let me know, comment below. If you got bad credit right now, you want me to show you how to turn it into cash, let me know. Because I'm telling you, man, like, it's a complete game changer. Like, you being able to at any moment know that, yo, listen, if I got bad credit right now, I could switch that over. It's such a mindset thing, man. It's such a mindset thing. It's such a mindset thing. It's not the actual, there's fear when we can't, like, make the plays. Like, there's fear there. And I'm like, yo, what's present for me? Like, why am I afraid of this thing? Right? But the moment we understand, like, yo, like, man, this thing could drop. I could get this thing cleaned up. Now, it's a process. Don't get me wrong. Some people might not want to go through that process. But why do we have it, man? Why do we have it when we can't go all the way? Yo, Maggie, what's good? What up? Thanks for hopping on. There are like 3 other people on Facebook that were texting me all day. Yo, you still coming on live? Yo, you still coming on live? And I'm on live right now, but I can't tag them because if I leave, this thing like goes away. So let me give you some gems though. How to turn your bad credit into cash. How to turn your bad credit into cash. Okay, so here's the play. The first things that you need is the proper dispute. You need the proper dispute from all 3 consumer reporting agencies. Without the proper dispute, you don't have anything. It starts with the first one. The first one is the main one and the most important thing. I'm telling you. How do I know? I used to do credit a certain type of way prior, and now I do credit a whole different way. Like, the way in which I used to do credit prior was like naming all these laws, naming all of this stuff. Listen, it's BS. I'm telling you, it's BS, because the best of the best, the top of the top, it's a whole different way in which they look at credit. Now, the mindset switch that happened was that I used to look at credit like when I took a step back, zoomed out, take a bigger picture at the whole thing. We're playing defense. We're playing defense rather than playing offense. So the new way in which I've been learning and executing on, such a mind bender, because I was like, yo, this was available the whole time, but it's only a select few group of people that actually like know it and do it. So like, there's a lot of noise, but only a select few people actually know it and do it and execute, right? Like, only a select group of people. So what's happening is, so what that will look like is the proper dispute. Once you have the right proper dispute, okay, with all 3 consumer reporting agencies, that's the major step. Without that, forget about it. Everything else is trash. Once you have the right proper dispute, the next thing, based on their response, we're either going to sue or we're going to use the attorneys. Those are your next two best things based on how they respond back to you. Okay. Now, this game changer has been like literally, I used to have, when I used to do credit repair the old way, I would have clients like working on their profiles like 6 months, 9 months, like, bro, a headache, bro. It's a headache. And I'm telling you, that's the old way. The new way is very simple. Rather than playing defense, naming all these laws, naming all the stuff, all of this, all of that, all of this, all of that, you don't need none of that. The main thing that you need is the first thing first, that right proper dispute. Once you have that right proper dispute, the next thing, based on their response, are you going to sue or are you going to hit are you going to sue them directly or are you going to sue the consumer reporting agencies directly or are you going to leverage the attorneys? I'm telling you, when you play offense with these guys, all of a sudden I just start seeing results. Like my clients start getting results. I did it for my own self and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And I'm telling you, like, it's a numbers game, y'all. It's a numbers game. Listen, I posted something not too long ago where I was telling you guys, Midland Credit Management is $1 billion company. Listen, last year they made $1 billion. That's not the first year making billions, okay? Last year they made $1 billion. Doing what? Doing what? They are literally taking advantage of the little guys like me and you because we don't understand how to properly assert ourselves, right? Most people, when they get something from a third-party debt collector or whatever, I don't care what they name it on your credit report, okay? Whatever code in which they use, charge off, repo, pay this, pay that, whatever all of that stuff is, whatever, I'm telling you, it's just a code and no one is actually even, it's a computer system. All right. It's a computer system that's doing all of that stuff. It's not like, it's not personal. So once they sue people, Midland Credit, they're known for suing people. I was doing some research yesterday. You guys check this out. I think it was 75,000 suits in North Georgia. North Georgia, district. I think that's like, the Southern District of Georgia as of last year. 75,000 lawsuits, yo. 75,000 lawsuits in Georgia. I'm telling you, they are suing people, and because people don't know how to move, because they're playing offense as well, right? So let's think about this. For us to really get this, you got to think about this. Like, what's happening when we're having a bad credit report, or what's happening there? What's the whole backstory? So here's what's happening. The first thing that's happening is this, right? Let's say they go to Capital One, they go to Citi, they go to whoever. They're going to buy that debt, okay, for pennies on the dollar. However, they need some way, somehow, to be able to make some money. Like, buying debt is a legal business, okay? So, like, I'm not fronting them for their business. It's a legal business. However, we have the FDCPA who protects us consumers, okay? So, we got to understand the game. It's all a game. It's all numbers. And I'm telling you, like, don't take none of this stuff personal, especially even on a credit report. Don't take it personal. It's business and it's numbers. So they don't really care. So here's how it kind of like plays out. So they go to, let's say they go to Capital One, for example. They buy that debt from Capital One. Capital One's going to sell that debt to them for pennies on the dollar. Okay. Now, let's say they have $5 million to collect. They know that consumers, regular people who don't know how to operate when it comes to lawsuits or handling their finances or getting their affairs in order, we're going to be scared when we see something like says Midland Credit Funding from lawyer XYZ, Tanner and Tanner, right? And they're suing you, right? Most people are going to be like, whoa, like, all right, yo, let me settle real quick. Let me call them up. Hey, can I get on a payment plan? Blah, 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 blah. This is the natural reaction for for about 90% of people, okay? For about 90% of people. I just made that statistic up because, except you don't know, okay? So that's what they're doing. They're buying it for pennies on the dollar. They're going to sue people. Step number 2, they're going to sue people. And once they sue people, most likely they're going to recover more money in which they've put out for the suits, to pay their attorneys, to pay the debt in which they covered, to pay their employees, all of that stuff. I'm talking in the billions. So imagine all of that by like hundreds and thousands of accounts. Like, in Georgia alone was 75,000 lawsuits filed by Midland Funding, like within the year. So it's ridiculous. There are a lot of other places besides just Georgia. So check this out. So if they're doing all that stuff, how do we then respond? Okay. Now that we know the game, okay, so that's the game they're playing. They're buying it for low. They're suing so they can get some more money out of it, and they're a $1 billion company. So we know that's what's happening. Okay, cool. How are we supposed to properly respond? I'm telling you guys, listen. The best way to respond to this, the best way to respond to them, for example, let's say you get a lawsuit or summons in the mail or whatever. If you have an FDCPA attorney, use an FDCPA attorney. If you don't have an FDCPA attorney, you get one of those lawsuits. Depending on when it was filed or whatever, DM me, I could possibly help you or hook you up with someone that's in your state or whatever. But it's not that difficult. They expect most people to panic or most people not to have the connect and just submit and pay them. But it's really simple because all the lawyer or the attorney really does is hit them back and by playing offense with a suit, and they'd be like, oh yeah, we cool. This person knows what's up, right? And they're taking advantage of thousands of people. I'm talking about hundreds and thousands of people. They made $1 billion last year. So I'm telling you guys, listen, if we all come together and be like, yo, we about to play offense right along with these guys. Like, we're not playing, like, we're going to play offense right along with them. I'm telling people, like, listen, you can make hundreds and thousands of dollars playing offense by suing these people if they hit you up on your credit or they calling you or they whatever, however which they're contacting you, okay? If you play offense, you can make some money, period. And if you need help with that, feel free to DM me. I'll guide you. But like, that's the game that's being played, y'all. So how do we then, take our power back? The first things I will say to this, if you want to take your power back, the first thing I would say is play offense. Play offense. Go through your credit report, see what's happening on there. See what's happening on your credit. If it's like, I got some negatives, I got some blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Maybe you want to buy a car. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want to take a trip. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you just want to invest in your business. You want to start or scale your business, or you have an idea. Like, so this is low right now. How do I get this up? Review it. If it's a collection item, listen, you can play offense by suing them. If you need help, feel free. I'll help you out. But you don't need me to do that. Okay. You can do that yourself. Yes, it takes a little studying, it takes a little reading and finding the right, attorney or whatever. But that's it. That's it. You got to play offense with these guys. Like, don't not respond when you see that stuff. Like, I want a lot of us to get like really, really empowered on stuff like that. Do not respond. All right. So if you guys have specific questions, like on your credit, or if you want to talk funding or your student loans or collections or repo or whatever, if you have a specific question or a question that might serve people or your specific way, like drop it, I'll answer it right now. So like Fridays, I'm just gonna keep doing like this free game Fridays for, let's see, maybe like a month or two. Let's see if we build enough audience, and if you guys really like this stuff, maybe we'll keep it going. But I get so many like questions and stuff, and I'm like, let me just go live and just share, because a lot of people kind of ask or have the same kind of question. So this way we can interact and we can vibe, we can build together. All right. So that's it for like credit when it comes to like the credit space. Okay. There's so much inside of it. I want you guys to understand, like we are the consumers and we are federally protected. If you want to read something about this on your downtime, read the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That's one. Number two, read the FDCPA. Right? Like, if you really, really want to get on game, you want to be able to like read those things. If not, listen, find someone who has done it. Find someone who has done the work. Like, they have proof, like, yo, they execute on this type stuff, and like tap in with them. That's, I'm telling you, the fastest for me. That's always been my leverage. Like, okay, who's the best at this, and how can I learn, and how can I grow, and how can I, how can I also add value? That's always been my fastest way. All right. So any specific questions, yo, what up? Drop it in the comment. Drop it in the comment box, and I'll tap into it. Okay. All right. So for example, let me circle back one more time for some people that you're just tapping in. Okay. So if you have bad credit, for example, if you see any things in your collections, okay. So we're going from anything from any collection item, yo, really. So if it's Midland funded, I don't care if it's Midland funded, portfolio recovery, LVNV, some other person or some other place that sold it to a third party debt collector. How you're going to turn that into cash is by playing offense. Okay. I was just telling some of you guys like, yo, Midland funding is $1 billions by taking advantage of the smaller guys because we don't know how to. We don't know how to like properly assert ourselves when it comes to certain things. So how do we then do that? Listen, you got to tap in with someone. Midland is calling me every day. Can you please help me? hey, listen. Yo, listen. Let me just tell y'all, yo. Van's the GOAT. You see Vance Dotson right there? He's the GOAT in this game. He's the GOAT in this game. He's the GOAT in this game. I'm tapped in all the way with him, and he's coaching and guiding me. But that's a great question. That's probably going to help a lot of new people that's watching. So Midland is calling me every day. Can you help me? The answer is yes. I can help you. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a screenshot of all of those call logs, okay? And the next time that they call, I want you to record that call, okay? I want you to record that call. It's going to go something like this. Hey, this is XYZ from Midland. Say they're calling you, right? They called you again. You pick up. Hello? Yeah, is this Marco? Yeah, this is Marco. Okay, cool. And I'm going to click record right now, okay? And you don't have to tell them that you're recording, by the way. Just record the call. So here's that's going to go. They might say something like this. Okay, cool. This is John Doe from Midland Credit Management calling. This is on a recorded line. I'm calling regarding this XYZ account with Capital One. You owe us $5,000, and we're calling to see if you can go ahead and make a payment arrangement right now. It's like you could be like, oh, okay, cool. So who is this again? Okay, cool. You identify yourself. Yeah, this is Marco. Okay, cool. Yes, last four or whatever. However you want to, verify yourself. Once you verify yourself, you tell them this. Okay, cool. I'm at work right now and I can't talk. Okay, like this is a bad time. Okay, you're recording this, by the way. Okay, and they're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. When is another good time to call you or whatever? Like, oh, I'm at work right now. This is not a good time for me to talk. And then they're going to keep going on their rhetoric, right? They're going to keep going on to their rhetoric. You just say, okay, cool. Well, listen, my lunch break just got done and I got to go back into work right now. And they're going to probably be like, hey, but okay, Dad, that's fine. But would you like to set up a payment plan or whatever the case is? I'm at work right now. I can't talk, so I'm going to have to go. They're going to keep recording. And that's all you need to just capture right there. As long as you've said it's an inconvenient time for you to talk and you cannot talk right now, and they just keep hammering you and hammering you and hammering you, and you say you gotta go, and as long as you've stated that you are good money, as long as you stated that you're good money, send me that recording, okay, and all the call logs that happen before and afterwards, send that to me, and I got you. Listen, I'm gonna hook you up with that for free, because we gotta start playing offense. Once we understand like the game that's being played, they don't care, man. It's just a numbers game. Like they don't like. There's no face to none of that stuff, right? They're just like whatever, right? So the moment we start playing offense with that, just like that, the moment we start playing offense, it's a whole different ballgame. And I'm telling you, listen, 500 of us could sue these people, and it would be peanuts. 500 of us could sue them and they would not even know anything happened under the FDCPA. They would not even know anything happened because there's so much of this stuff. Like the abundance is like mind blowing. I'm telling you guys, like it's crazy. It's crazy. But in answer to your question, if you send me that, I'm going to help you big time. Like it's a win-win-win. Like I'll put in the work, but like this whole free game in which I'm telling everyone, like I'll put in the work on my end. Like you just got to be able to play your part, right? So for example, if you have any of those collections, I told you, listen, just send me a screenshot. Boom, let's get to work. Just send me a screenshot. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? So how does that then turn into cash on the back end? right? Hey, listen, because you're not paying anything for it on my back end. You know, we could work something out. And now all of those deletions, all of those things that all of those derogatory accounts just got, deleted. Now it's a win-win-win for you. On top of that, once your credit is clean, listen, now we could go for funding, because I know everyone wants to get to the money. I know everybody wants to get to the money. Now we're talking about 50, 100K, 300K in a funding sequence. You know what I'm saying? And now you just turned your credit to cash, and now we got massive funding, right? And now you can start to scale your business. Now, if it's a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like that. Yo, guys, that's the credit wheel. That's the credit wheel. That's the credit wheel. And it takes execution. It takes the right knowledge. It takes the right people in your corner. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how we build. That's how we tap in. All right, I got 5 more minutes. Yo, drop any Q&A that you have on here. I'm a answer some questions real quick. Yo, Strong Tower Consultant. Tap in, bro. What's good? Strong Tower Consultant was good. SI_billions. Girl, what's up? Tap in, man. I got you. Let's get you started. If it's just your credit, at the moment, if you're not ready for, for the mentorship, you can tap in, get your credit right. Boom, you get your credit right. You get you funded. If you want to, if you want to tap into the mentorship, then fine. But like, it's go time. Yo, I'm telling you guys, like, if all of us here, like, get a 7. Okay, so let me tell you a scenario which I always love when it comes to like group economics, right? So I'm huge on group economics. So here's the play on group economics, right? So there are 5 of us right now on this live, okay? Plus myself 6. Okay, cool. Let's say we clean up our credit. Boom, we run a sequence for 100K each. That's a very low end, by the way. That's $600,000. Guys, that's a down payment on an apartment building. That's a down payment on an apartment building. Right? And now that apartment building, say it's kicking out 20, 30%. Or let me not go too deep, right? Let's just say you're getting 20% return, right? IRR is internal rate of return. That's what a lot of people that use the cap rate system inside of multifamily. That's typically what they use. Hey, how fast is my money turning? That's what the internal rate of return really means, right? How fast is my money turning, right? Bro, that's 20, 30, 40% easy, especially right now. And I'm getting into the RAL space, which is the residential assisted living space. Hey, yo. We got plays, yo. We got plays. But we gotta take action. We gotta take action. I used to do your mentorship. Yeah. I'm still doing the mentorship. We gotta take action, yo. We gotta take action. You know what I'm saying? But now, so for example, just keep that in mind, right? So now we got this apartment building. That's the first one. And that was our first funding round. Right? Now we can leverage that apartment building, maybe like stabilize it in 3 to 5 years. Right? Take all that equity out, use it to buy the next one. Boom. Now we got another cash flowing thing. Hey, one apartment building can get, so divided by 6 people, that's at least $20, $30, $40,000 a year on like just mailbox money. Right? Boom. Leverage it, do another one. Leverage it, do another one. Leverage it, do another one. Now imagine 10 people. Imagine 100 people. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is how we like turn this thing, man. And like, so like the credit is the stepping stone. I want you guys to understand this. Like, write this down. The credit is the stepping stone. And listen, if you're going to be in the United States, you got to play the credit game, because the credit game is being played if you like it or not. Because especially if you're not born with a silver spoon, because the credit game is being played whether we like it or not. So that's how we got to execute. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to execute. We got to be like, okay, cool. Boom. I'm leveraging my credit right here. Boom. I'm going to clean this up, right? Follow the wheel. This is the the lab method, right? So leverage credit. So say maybe I got bad credit right now. I'm going to leverage it. I'm going to clean it up. Okay, cool. I'm hearing what Marco is saying. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and, send in the screenshot, blah, 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 see what's on my credit. Or maybe you find someone else. Maybe you're into credit, right? Maybe you find someone else. Boom. I don't care. Get that credit up. Boom. Now your credit is up. Okay, cool. Maybe it takes 90 days. Maybe it takes 120 days. Whatever. It doesn't matter, right? Now your credit is up. Okay, boom. Now we're going to the funding sequence, right? Now we did a funding sequence. We hit on a funding sequence, maybe we hit 120, 150. Easy. Like, those are easy numbers. 150K, 100K. Those are very, very easy numbers, y'all. Right? Especially if you follow like the blueprint in which I like step by step, do this, do this, do this, do this. It ain't that easy. Okay, now you're 120, 150K, right? Now, how are you going to leverage that, right? What's the play? What's the move? What we doing with that money? So that you are not constantly just exchanging your time for money over and over again, right? Now you're running something else on the back end. Maybe you're jumping into real estate. I really like real estate, right? Maybe you're jumping into Yo, NT, what up, what up? Maybe you're jumping into real estate. And now maybe you joined the group play, right? Or maybe like however in which you're funneling that's how you do it. Or maybe you have a passion, maybe you have a creativity, maybe you something you always wanted to do, right? Now you have, or it's Airbnb play, right? Killing it. My friend NT right there, killing an Airbnb play. I don't even know if she wanted me to say that out loud, but there you go. Killing it, right? Maggie is in the nursing space. Killing it, about to go off, right? So like the same thing. So like you just that's your play. That's the play over and 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 over. And before you know it, now we're talking about, hey, now everyone is like, yo, I want to talk to XYZ, their overnight success. How did you do it? Now you're on the interviews, right? That's how it goes. But more importantly, you're an inspiration, one, to yourself and other people around you. So leverage credit, acquire assets, build wealth. And to start with the leveraging of your credit, what you got to do is start playing offense with them. Start suing these people, man. Right? And if you need help with that, I got you. Send me a screenshot with what's on your credit. We can get you started. We can start helping you. All right. So with that, that's my time. You guys seem like you enjoyed it. This was very, very engaging for me, man. Any questions? I'll take questions right now. Any questions, just drop them. Or if you guys just want to DM me personally, that's fine. But we got 1 more minute. And I got dinner we got to eat. You know what I'm saying? We got to eat. I'm doing really well. How are you? What's popping in your world? What's going on? What's good? This is good, bro. Yo, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome, man. I'm glad you tapped in. I'm glad you joined, man. I'm glad you tapped in. I'm glad you joined. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to DM me regarding this. Thank you guys for hopping in on the back end. I might do a replay again next Friday, maybe around this time. This time seems to be good because I'll finish with the clients. I'll finish with all this stuff. But guys, remember those 3 things. You're going to leverage credit, use it to acquire assets and build wealth. Okay. And it starts with, so the basics is just getting our credit foundation right. And how we do that is by playing offense. If you have any negative items inside of your credit, if you have anything of that nature, I can help you out. Okay. Or you can really do this yourself if you study. You don't really need me to do it. Okay. If you really study, you could do it. However, not everyone has the time or luxury to go study, go try and error or whatever the case is. So maybe then you can seek, some expert advice. But once that credit phase is done, the next part is running your funding sequence to get you 200K, 300K, right? To start to scale your business. If you already have a business, to scale that thing to the next level. Because listen, working capital is real. Right? And then once that's done, have that on something that's constantly regenerating income every single month. So now we stop exchanging our time for money and exchanging our money for money. Now something else is working for us. There's so many benefits inside of that. Everyone's familiar with the Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the ESBI formula, right? So that goes employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. You want to get to the I as quickly as possible. You see what I'm saying? You want to get to the I as quickly as possible. And that's where that building wealth, the real estate play comes in after you do that, right? You go through that cycle, and that's the play. All right? I see Bua coming in, and I see a few other people. You guys tap in. Next Friday, I'll drop some more gems. I might drop this on my page for if you guys want to catch the replay. But that's all for me right now. Happy Friday. You guys keep being great. Talk to you soon. Peace.